Now, before we get into this video, I bet you are wondering, why do I have a Nintendo Switch Lite in my hand? Am I playing Pokemon? No. Yu-Gi-Oh? Oh God, no. Why would I play that game on here? Before we unravel this mystery, I think it is extremely disrespectful without acknowledging today on this channel. It's Update Monday! What's going on with you guys? TheCaliEffect, king of games here. And today, well, actually, last Thursday was something extremely special to me. Last Thursday was actually my youngest son, Amari's birthday. Happy birthday, big boy! You are finally 6 years old, and I'm so fucking proud of you. Now, when I was growing up, birthdays and holidays were extremely painful. I ain't get nothing. Heck, I didn't even get acknowledged most of the time. This one birthday, my mother actually bought ice cream and cake that she liked, and she knew that I didn't like, for my birthday. And that was the day that I realized it does not matter how you were parented. What really matters is how you are going to parent your child. This Nintendo Switch Lite is not for my youngest son on his birthday. This Nintendo Switch is actually for my eldest son. He's been asking for a Nintendo Switch, and I've been telling him if he beats Sonic the Hedgehog 2, I'll get him a Nintendo Switch. He has not beat Sonic the Hedgehog 2, to be honest. The apple fell very far from the tree. He sucks at that game. But one thing I am going to do for my youngest son is buy my man a Nintendo Switch fresh out the package. And what Pokemon? Let's go Pikachu! He really likes Pikachu. And to compliment my youngest son, I'm actually going to be giving my oldest son a Nintendo Switch Lite with Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. I wish that stuff like this was done for me. For all three of the Yu-Gi-Oh players that have kids, and for you thousands and thousands of people that are aspiring to do the thing to have kids, one thing I want to stress to you guys about having kids is make sure that they are loved, make sure that they are wanted, but most importantly, make sure that they are safe. Just like how these particular strategies are completely safe from the forbidden list. That's right, guys. In this video, we are going to be talking about decks that are safe from the forbidden list. They will not be hit on this particular upcoming forbidden list and still will be pretty viable even if they were. So of course, if you want to see more content like this, then make sure your fifth summon is Nibiru'd for that subscribe button, but also be sure to hit that notification bell because, well, boom, boom, we just too strong. So without further ado, let's jump on in and talk about these decks that are safe from the forbidden list. The first strategy I want to talk to you guys about is an expert at dodging the forbidden list. I mean, this strategy made his debut in Duelist Alliance and really hasn't seen too much action on that part. Shaddoll is a strategy that is not only a fan favorite, but like I said before, is an expert at dodging the forbidden list with only having one card to ever touch that list. Konami realized the error of their ways when they banned El Shaddoll Construct and decided to bring it off the list. Or, you know, it would have been some big buff black dude showing up at their front door to cry until he got released. Now, Shaddolls have the privilege of being one of the very first competitive fusion decks with some powerful fusion monsters like El Shaddoll Construct, which is a foolish burial to your Shaddoll cards and can destroy any special summon monster without battle, as well as Shaddoll Winda, a card that is often hated by the Yu-Gi-Oh community because it prevents your opponent from special summoning more than once, because preventing you is kind of a joke, because, you know, you do all your special summoning, then you make the Winda. Shaddoll is also a pioneer of extremely powerful fusion cards like Shaddoll Fusion and El Shaddoll Fusion, being a quick play fusion card and allowing you to fusion summon from your deck if your opponent has a monster special summon from the extra deck. Now, the reason why Shaddolls are almost untouchable by the forbidden list is because the deck is way too malleable. The Shaddoll strategy can be versed in almost any given deck as long as you have the room, light, and dark monsters. Let's take, for example, if Konami ever decides to hit the Invoked engine, well, I mean, they have something coming for them, as Shaddolls are extremely good at being a pure trap-based deck and can also mix with other strategies like Despia. So I would never count Shaddolls out of the competitive Yu-Gi-Oh card game as long as there's a lot of special summoning and extra deck monsters to be destroyed by Construct. A deck that is fairly new into the competitive Yu-Gi-Oh game and has not had the right opportunity to shine is Despia. Now, Despia comes from the Dawn of Majesty set and is a deck that is also based on fusion summoning, but with a little twist. Your Despia Theater allows you to fusion summon any of your level 8 fusion monsters to your side of the field, meaning, as said before, this can be really good with Shadowls. Its strongest monster in Despia Queritus not only allows you to special summon Despia monsters to your side of the field, but it also gives you access to a card that is heavily sought after right now in Fallen Albaz. This card is the Albaz of what we're looking for right now. You don't get the joke? Well, don't worry, Jack will definitely put in some type of meme that ties this all together. Now, the Despia strategy is extremely new, and that doesn't always exclude a strategy from being hit by the next upcoming Forbidden List. It's happened a few times before. But what separates Despia from some of those other strategies that have been hit is that Despia ain't did nothing to nobody. This deck is completely under the radar and hasn't even received its full support in Burst of Destiny. I expect this strategy to be extremely strong for some time to come, and the next few Forbidden List won't be touching Despia. Moving forward, as long as Monster Effect Negation is king, this deck will be the Alter Guide into competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Altergeist is a strategy based on computers and Ghost? Computer Ghost? It sounds like a show. It reminds me of that Scooby-Doo cyberspace movie. You guys know, the one that Cartoon Network played all the time? The one that had some really good baseball puns. That's actually what got me into puns. Thank you, Scooby-Doo. Well, what the Altergeist strategy Scooby does is allows you to special summon monsters to your side of the field like Altergeist Multifaker when trap cards are activated. Now, it doesn't matter whether if you're using Infinite Impermanence to be able to hand trap your opponent or Solemn Strike to be able to negate a summon or stop an important monster effect, you can special summon that Multifaker to your side of the field, as well as another Altergeist monster as well. Altergeist is actually a secretly really powerful deck and no one has been paying attention to me. You have cards like Secret Village of the Spellcaster, which is Imperial Order for the deck. Now, out of all of these strategies that will be listed in this video, Altergeist actually has the highest probability to be hit, which is not high. Altergeist is a strategy that is not top tier on its own, it's top tier because of the meta. Because Monster Effect Negation is so important, that's where Altergeist can thrive. Altergeist isn't powerful enough on its very own to be hit by the Forbidden List. Expect it to just be a really good strategy in the formats where Effect Monster Negation is key. Moving forward, another strategy that actually breathes so much hope into me for Dawn of Majesty. I actually made this in our decks with tons of potential, as I strongly believe that Bee Trooper just might be the bee's knees come the next Forbidden List. Now, Bee Trooper is nothing like Troop Dupe Scoop, but what it does do is special summon a whole bunch of insects to your side of the field as I impersonate my Weevil voice.
You can't stop me from special summoning my insect monsters!
Let's not cap, that's way better than my Kaiba voice, and I might be bugging you out on how close I am to Weevil. This deck has an infinite supply of monsters through Bee Trooper Scout Buggy, allowing you to summon another Scout Buggy from your deck or your graveyard, all the way down to Bee Trooper Scale Bomber, which can summon itself to the side of the field when an insect monster is summoned and can destroy a monster effect that is being activated. This is also the first time that bees have ever worked so well with Wasp, as Bee Troopers and Battle Wasp work extremely well at being able to swarm the field and sting your opponent. Now, I know this definitely sounds like an insect deck that you would dissect. Have you guys ever seen ants? You know what happened to the grasshoppers? Picture Konami as the grasshoppers. Not only will the Bee Trooper monsters persevere, it's a strategy that is also extremely new from the Dawn of Majesty set. I mean, there's not really anything that's too busted with Bee Troopers, and it's a very fun, fair, and powerful deck that will only get stronger after the Forbidden List, not before the Forbidden List or during the Forbidden List. And the last strategy I want to talk to you guys about is a strategy that some of you guys may have thought that I've thrown dirt on, but I'm actually been unearthing. Earth Machine is an extremely powerful Yu-Gi-Oh deck that is the best deck in the universe! Seriously, Earth Machine is what every Yu-Gi-Oh deck has been doing nowadays, and nobody has noticed. Old Yu-Gi-Oh used to be set up a whole bunch of negates. New Yu-Gi-Oh seems to be, just play a Yu-Gi-Oh card and then worry about later turns. Earth Machine boasts one of the most strongest and deadliest Yu-Gi-Oh boards by summoning Doubleheader Anger Knucker, and that's pretty much it. That's it. But the beauty inside of this deck is that you can gain so much advantage, being able to special summon your trained monsters like Super Bullet Express and Derek Kane to your side of the field to make some really powerful trained monsters that I can't say their names correctly. Super Dreadnought, Rel Cannon, Juggernaut. Oh wait, I did say it correctly. Hey, yay me. Good for me. You'll be able to summon some of the strongest Earth Machine monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh! There's also cards like Machina Fortress and Citadel, which literally punish your opponent for trying to exist. Destroying your monsters won't be easy. Earth Machine is a strategy that is just so under the radar, players don't even see it as a top contending deck. But where I can tell you is that they're wrong. They're not shoveling in the right places, they're not hitting the right rocks, and they're not excavating for the correct things. No disrespect to Adamantimators. Earth Machine is the best deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! No cap, ladies and gentlemen, and soon enough you will see the prowess of Earth Machine when I go undefeated again. So with all that out of the way, I think it's time that we tell him, come here, birthday boy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Amori. Happy birthday to you. You ready to get that whooping now?
Butt whooping.
Thank you guys so much for watching another segment of the Cali Effect. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and check out these videos as I'll catch you on the next one.